Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. It's early morning for me right now, and I just finished a really good workout, and I decided to have a little chat because this morning I did not want to come in and teach class because I had a very intense weekend, and basically I lost one of my cousins very unexpectedly, and it really hit home and made me feel like I wanted to share, because coming in and realizing that no one showed up for class this morning, I had a moment where I felt like, why did I get up so early if no one else showed up this morning for class? And I decided to go ahead and do the workout on my own without class being here. And during the workout, I realized that it was actually what I needed. I needed that time alone. I needed that solitude, and to really just release through my body the emotions that had gone on through the past week. Because as any of you know that have experienced loss in your life, it brings up a lot. It brings up emotions, it brings up family, and just the loss of a family member, and the loss of a community. And it helped me to really reflect on childhood, because a lot of my memories of childhood involve my cousin, and now all of those are just memories. And sometimes that's a lot to process. And we had his memorial service on Saturday, which was 2 days ago, and yesterday, which was Sunday, sorry, I'm sweating. Yesterday, which was Sunday, I really had to reflect, because my process was, okay, the memorial is on Saturday, and then it'll be over and I'll move on. And yesterday I had emotions come up, and I realized, Lisa, this is not a logical reasoning to think that when the service is over, all the emotions get sealed away. And I felt through those emotions, and I knew that today would be a busy day for me, because I have back-to-back trainings with clients until 3 o'clock. So from 5:45 in the morning until 3 o'clock, booked solid, except this little span of time here that I'm making this video. And I realized that it was really important for me to have this last hour to myself to really get ready for the day. And that was really a good thing. So the reason I'm sharing is because maybe there's somebody who maybe you're experiencing loss in your life, and maybe it's not through the passing away of a loved one. Maybe you lost a friendship. Maybe you lost, there's many ways that you can experience loss. And there are also ways that you can go through that process. And for me, the way that I handle stress, grief, anything that's going on in my life is through physical activity. And when I release through my physical body, it helps me release through my mental. So I encourage people to find an outlet, find a therapy that works for you, whether that's through physical activity, whether that's through a craft, whatever hobby you have. Find your passion. Find what drives you. One of the things that I talked to one of my cousins about this weekend was, she she lost her brother. And she realized in that moment that she needed to find a passion. And my cousin had a strong passion for music, and we all really respected that about him. And I shared with my cousin that if you find a passion, you won't focus on time. You won't focus on food. Nothing else matters in that moment when you're in your passion, except your passion. So when you're doing that thing that makes you forget about time, that makes you forget about everything around you, then you found your passion. So I encourage people, I encourage my clients, I encourage my friends, family, find what drives you and what you can be passionate about, so that when you do experience trials and loss and anything adverse that comes into your life, you can delve into that passion. And I know for some people that's spirituality. I grew up in a religious family, and religion, spirituality was a big part of my life, and still is. And that's whatever you have in your life that you can reach for, that's going to be conducive to healing. I know that I posted in my Instagram a couple days ago about what forms of therapy people have, and a lot of people said food, and it's unfortunate because the majority of times when people use food for therapy, it's not actually healthy food. So it actually makes things worse in the long run, because what you put in your mouth for 2 minutes maybe feels good, but it doesn't feel good for your body in the long term. So I encourage people to not use food as therapy. Find other ways to make yourself smile. All right, that was my TED Talk.